Greetings, everyone. This is your boy, Babia, 1984, coming to you with another one of those WWE 2K16 game play. But I can't even be excited about my hot ass theme song. I can't even enjoy my walk to the ring. It's your boy Babia 1984, aka your mama's boyfriend, and earlier in the week, I did a commentary. I was talking about the Seth Rollins title reign is one of the worst of all time, and then I find out that my man is injured. He tore his ACL, MCL, and he's going to be out for 6 to 9 months. They stripped him of the title, and now I'm hearing that a new champion will be crowned at Survivor Series through a tournament. And man, it just sapped all the energy out of my day, because as I said in the last commentary, he is my favorite wrestler right now, and the way he's been booked throughout his whole title reign has just been ridiculous. But now this is just awful, and it's the thing I want to talk about. So before we get into the topic of this commentary, first I want to just say I'm continuing my progress as I move my way up the ladders for the rankings for the Intercontinental title. This is the Payback pay-per-view, and Dolph Ziggler and I have been in a back and forth feud, and this is pretty much the culmination of the feud. It's, I think, a last man standing match. So hopefully I can pull out this victory, but it's got to, get back into the topic at hand. So my whole thing is, what is creative and Vince McMahon and everybody going to do now? Like, how has Seth Rollins' injury impacted the WWE as a whole? Because he was your champion, and basically everything was built around him. Like at this point, he was pretty much on all the programming. He was on Raw, SmackDown consistently, and he was the lead heel of the company. And here's the situation: he's hurt. Supposedly he's out 6 to 9 months. John Cena's going to probably December. Brock Lesnar's probably out until probably the Royal Rumble. Undertaker's supposedly supposed to be here since they're celebrating the 25 years of the Undertaker for Survivor Series. Alberto Del Rio's working a light schedule, so we don't really know how his situation is going to work. But the thing is, you're thin. Randy Orton is injured. He's out for a little while too. This is the situation that even though you don't want to see anyone get hurt, it should be next guy up. And the problem is they're only really pushing Roman Reigns at this point. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this injury, I said, well, they're going to give Roman Reigns the title. That was the first thing, because he's the only guy that's really being pushed at the moment. He's the only one that doesn't have that even kill booking where it's like, all right, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, like Cesaro or anybody else. And here's the thing: when they did the whole thing when Steve Austin, I still remember, hell, was that during Survivor Series 2? When he was supposed to face The Rock and Triple H in a triple threat match for the title, and he got hit by the car. That was because I think he needed to take time off. He was injured. I think it was the neck injury. Something was up. He needed to take some time off. But it was okay because he still had The Rock. You still had Undertaker. You still had Triple H. You still had all these other guys ready to go. Losing Steve Austin was a big deal, but it didn't hurt that bad because you still had these other stars that were established and ready to go. Now, looking at this situation, Seth Rollins goes down. You don't have anybody really. You've been relying so heavily on part-timers for a better part of 2-3 years now. One of your cornerstone young guns, your young lions, he's out. What are you gonna do? This has had to mess up a lot of things, so especially when it's so close to WrestleMania season. This is bad, and just handing Roman Reigns the title isn't working for me. Again, forget about the Roman Reigns mic skills and wrestling ability. Forget about that. I just want to make sure that we got something set, because now plans are changing. This is red alert here. This is like, holy crap, what are we doing here? And the thing is, you should already have a plan B and a plan C for situations like this. So it shouldn't really, it should be like, damn, That's bad, Seth. You know, hopefully you have a speedy recovery. You know, it should be that. You know, we're cheering for you, but it should be okay, guys. This is Plan B. You know, just in case something like this happens, because you got to know in this business, you know, even though they practice these moves and they do stuff, you just can't account for something happening. You know, somebody's going to get hurt. You know, but what's the next move? Basically, what is creative going to do? You know, because they haven't been pushing multiple guys. Cesaro really hasn't been pushed, and Dean Ambrose hasn't really been pushed, and you got Bray Wyatt pretty much and his family kind of feuding with the Undertaker and Kane and whoever they're going to face. But what's the plan now? You know, outside of Roman Reigns pretty much getting that push, he's the #1 contender. But outside of that, what are we doing? Seth Rollins is gone. There is no Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the title. You know, so what's going to happen? You know, this is just bad. I mean, the timing with his injury and Randy Orton's injury and the part-timers, it should just be one of those situations where they go, okay, well, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, now we're gonna push this to you guys, or hey, Cesaro, we're gonna put you in the main event. Like, that's what should happen. But the way that they've been booking these guys just so poorly over these last 6 to 9 months, now it's just like, you know, what are we gonna do? You know, are we gonna call up NXT guys to bring them in to help, or are they going to go, okay, Kevin Owens, you know, we need to put you in the main event even though you're the Intercontinental Champion. Del Rio, we need to put you towards the main event even though you're the U.S. Champion. You know, because in the past, when somebody got hurt like this, John Cena was the default. He was the safe choice. It was like, well, gotta go with John Cena. That's usually what happens, but John Cena's out. You know, and I'm really nervous for the product. I really am. I mean, I don't really know. I'm almost at a loss of words here, folks. And you know, please, in the comment section, leave me your comments of what you think should happen. You know, what do you think? Where do you think the product stands? And like, what are they doing? What are they doing? What do you think they should do now that Seth Rollins is down and out for the next 6 to 9 months? And here's one thing I thought of. This is just a quick little thing that I thought should happen. Now, everyone has said Roman Reigns should turn heel. He should, and this is what they should do. Roman Reigns and the Usos. I know the Usos are like the babyface tag team, but they should turn Roman and the Usos heel. They recreate the SWAT team, sorry, and have them come out, because they got that greasy, nasty looking black curly hair. Have those guys come out in some black dark shades with like leather jackets. Just have them come out and look just completely badass. And then have Roman Reigns win the title. He's a heel. And just have them just make this dominant, badass, just forming this stable. You know, get Roman, get his cousins, the Usos. Hell, even bring in Naomi, since she's married to one of the Usos. Bring her in. You know, I don't really know about Tamina, whatever, Jimmy Snuka's daughter. I don't know. You cut her out to the side, and just had them just run the WWE. You know, he's the heavyweight champion. I'm not really sure if I'm ready for the New Day to lose the title, to lose the tag team title. I'm not really sure if I'm ready for that. But hell, at some point, give the Usos the title and just let them just run the WWE. But again, that will have to be something that you build over time. You know, it'd be hard just like, all right, Usos, you're bad guys now. You know, you're joining up with your cousin Roman, who's now heel. Like, that's something that has to organically happen. Don't you think? You know, and you can't really. I mean, but you do need another top heel now that Seth is gone. That's another heel spot that's opened up. So I'm not really sure if I'm ready for Dean Ambrose to turn heel. Dean Ambrose is, you know, the lunatic fringe, whatever his little gimmick is really over with the crowd right now. So I'm not really sure if they should go that route and turn him heel. But this is the time that you need to really push multiple guys. This should be a wake-up call for the WWE, where they're like, okay, now I understand why we need to really push multiple guys, because now our head heel and champion is out for 6 to 9 months. We can't really rely on Brock Lesnar and The Rock and Alberto Del Rio and Undertaker, because all these guys are kind of part-timers. They're kind of in and out. This should be where it's like, okay, let's push Cesaro. Let's push Dean Ambrose. Let's push Kevin Owens. You know, hell, bring Zack Ryder back out and Heath Slater. You got so much talent that I feel gets wasted. I think they just got so many guys that sit on the bench that could be special, you know, but they just don't. Hell, I don't know. Maybe management goes, these guys are boring. They don't have the it. They're not grabbing the brass ring. I don't know. But I just figure this should be a wake-up call for the WWE. And like, I'm a huge fan, and I don't know if you guys can tell in my voice, but dude, I'm hurting right now for Seth Rollins, because this sucks. This really sucks, you know. Whether he's gonna lose the title at Survivor Series or really get into a real big feud with Roman Reigns, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I knew Seth was gonna do his part to help make that a really good feud. And now you take him out the equation. That's a big void to fill right there. You know, John Cena's gone, now Seth Rollins gone, Randy Orton's gone, and gosh, dude, I'm really hurting. But folks, please, again, and I really appreciate you guys, you know, who do comment, who do leave comments in the comment section, whether you know, on my team or you're agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. I just appreciate the feedback. So please keep doing that, folks. Let's just keep this going. And, you know, and I try to reply to everybody, you know, because you guys make a lot of good points. But this is one I'm really interested to see what you guys want to say. Like, how has Seth Rollins' injury, how does this injury impact the product? You know, what does creative need to do now? Like, what can they do? You know, is this now where the writers step up and go, okay, this is what we got to do. We got to make, you know, we got to push these multiple guys. Like, was this the freak accident that actually makes them go, holy crap, we need to push multiple guys. We can't just invest in one guy. Because from my point of view, it seems like the one guy they was going to be building up towards was Roman Reigns. It seemed like even when he didn't win at WrestleMania, it was like, okay, let's just take the slow burn. Let's garner sympathy for him. Let's have him climb back. It still felt like it was Roman Reigns' story and only his story. But now you have to go, okay, what if Roman Reigns has another accident? What if he gets injured again? Like, then all of a sudden you're down again, you know? So I honestly think the thing is they just need to build and push multiple guys at the same time. But there you have it, folks. I came out of this last man standing match. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Dropped him on the chair. Oh. I'll be honest with you, this is one of the few matches I don't know, I really didn't care for the last man standing. It takes too long, you know what I mean? I want to just pin somebody. I don't want to sit and wait to see if he's going to beat the 10 count. I don't know. This is one of the game modes I really didn't care for. But, you know, I'm pushing forward. I'm still in the 4th slot. I'm still ranked 4th in the Intercontinental title rankings. I'm trying to get there, man. I've been putting a lot of time in this game. And I just feel like I'm not moving anywhere, you know. I'm having all these feuds with people, and I just feel like I'm not going anywhere. But folks, until next time, I'm gonna just keep doing these. Hopefully, you guys keep enjoying them and leaving those comments. But until next time, we don't go.